In today's free presentation, you're going to discover why high ticket sales is the key to you doing 6 figures in profit this year. Here's what you're going to discover: why little sales is killing your business, the process we use to close high ticket sales every single day, and how to get more results for your clients fast, which means they stay clients for life. And we're going to break down the numbers you need to hit to get to 6 figures this year. So why should you listen to me? Who am I? I'm just some random guy standing in front of a computer screen in my house. I'm Mike Bontempo, and we did over $600,000 in high ticket sales in the past 12 months. And we've done over a few million dollars in closes in the past 3 years. And I've personally been marketing full-time since dropping out of college in 2010. So let me tell you a little story about why little sales almost ruined me. Okay, so I bought into the whole $7 tripwire thing, and upsell people at 22 years old. You run a $7 offer and then you run a bunch of upsells from there. Well, we ended up scaling over to a couple $100,000 a month in product sales with recurring tied into that. So we had a couple trial offers where it was $1 and then $297 a month, and we had hundreds of people set up with that. What ended up happening was we ended up getting way too much friendly fraud. So friendly fraud is when somebody goes out, they buy a product, and they do not ask for a refund. Instead, they go out and they ask their bank for their money back, which is essentially a chargeback. Here's the problem: if you run too many high-ticket recurring trials, you're going to get too many chargebacks, and you're going to get your merchant account shut down. So I had to figure out how could I scale to hundreds of thousands of dollars a month without doing, free trials and dollar trials and, getting high ticket clients with that. So what I want to say as well is over 50% of our buyers never logged into our membership site, and barely anybody ever signed up for our live trainings and actually showed up. So I had to change my whole business around. I literally went from making a couple $100,000 a month in sales to making nothing, just because I set up the wrong model. So what I did was I went out and I said, who right now is killing it? Who knows the most about high ticket sales? So I ended up talking to Russell Brunson. A lot of you guys might know him as the CEO of ClickFunnels. He once ran a big time sales floor with over 60 people selling high ticket sales every single day. And they were doing $10 million a month. He ended up going to a smaller 3-person sales team, and they were closing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And what I did was I paid him $25,000 to join his mastermind and get trained by him and his top sales guys on exactly how to close high ticket deals anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 a pop. So why high ticket? Here's the numbers. It's a lot easier to break even on a $5,000 sale with cold traffic than it is with a low price front end and a bunch of upsells. Just imagine, okay, you have a bunch of people coming in, they buy your $7 product, they buy a couple of your upsells. Maybe if your funnel is really dialed in, you'll make a few $100, maybe a couple thousand. Now, if you wanted to make a profit or even break even, all you have to do is make one sale of $5,000, okay? And obviously, that's a lot easier said than done. But the people who are scaling ads right now, they have high ticket sales funnels. Guys like Russ Ruffino, Alex Becker, Chris and Taylor Welch. Okay, so it takes 270 sales of $37 to make $10,000 a month. 270. Alternatively, it takes just two $5,000 sales a month to make six figures a year. Which one would you rather do? Would you rather do 270 sales, which would take a ton of traffic, even if you have a really good sales letter? Let's say you're converting at 3%. It's going to take a ton of traffic to make those 270 sales. Now, if you wanted to make $10,000 a month, it's a lot easier to make two $5,000 sales. Okay? So, the second thing is, clients get results, period. Now, have you ever bought a book for, $5 and done nothing with it? Well, all of us have. The reason is, you didn't really spend too much on that investment, so it's not that important to you. You don't put a lot of value into it. Have you ever spent $5,000 to $25,000 with a mentor and hang on every single word they say? If you've ever spent that kind of money with a mentor, everything that you say to them, everything that they say to you, you're going to go out and you're going to do. When I spent $25,000 with Russell Brunson, I set up my funnel, I used his sales scripts, and I started closing high-ticket deals. I didn't just do nothing with it. I spent $25,000, and at the time, $25,000 was a lot of money to me. So to go out and spend that money, I had to recoup it. So I went out, I did exactly what he said, and I got results. Now, if I would have went out and I would have bought, he has a free book offer. Let's say you go out and you buy his book. It's $7.95. You might read it. You might not do anything with it. Most people, 99% of people, don't do anything with the information that they receive. So if you want clients that are going to actually put your strategies into use and get results with them, you need to up your prices and start closing high-ticket deals. So when I charge low prices for my product, $7, barely anybody went into the membership site. Barely anybody went into my live trainings, okay? When I started charging higher prices, more people showed up for our live trainings. More people watch our replays. More people implement what I say. When I tell them to go run a Facebook ad that's getting us results, they go and do it. Okay? So if you want clients that are going to go out and get results, you need to start charging high ticket prices. If you want clients that are going to get results, then you need to do that. Plus, they're going to go out and they're going to get results, and they're going to spend more money with you because you made them. If they spend $5,000 with you and you made them 50 grand, if you came out with an offer, let's say that's $25,000, they're not going to hesitate to take you up on it. Okay? So the second thing is Perritos Law, the 80-20 law. You're going to see 80% of your profits from 20% of your customers. So if you're not selling them something, somebody else is. If 80% of your revenue is going to come from those 20% of customers. If you're not giving them more, if you're not selling them done-for-you solutions, if you're not selling them coaching, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. And if you would just offer them a high-ticket product, you're going to see 20% of them are going to buy it. Right now, if you're running upsells in your funnel, you're seeing 10 to 20% of them take it. Whether it's $100, $200, 20% of your customers want to ascend to a higher level with you. Okay? So like I said, 80% of your profits are going to come from 20% of your customers, and you have to offer them something. You have to offer them a workshop. You have to offer them coaching. You have to offer them done-for-you services. If you are not, somebody else is, and they're making those profits. All right, so I know you guys were just watching me, live on screen. What I wanted to do is I wanted to jump into my presentation and essentially show you the process, because it's a lot easier to break it down for you. So this is the actual process that we run for our main high-ticket sales funnel, and how we close deals from $5,000 to $25,000 $25,000 over the phone. And, it's pretty simple. So you're going from a Facebook ad to a workshop registration, so a landing page, a lead page. You're going to your workshop, which is your actual webinar, and then you're asking them to book a call. Okay? It's 4 steps. It's not a ton of upsells. It's not a ton of things that you have to do. It's 4 steps, and it works. Okay, so let me break down the actual numbers that you need to hit to hit 6 figures, worth of profits. So here's how the numbers break down. So let's say you get 1,000 clicks a month from Facebook ads. So on average, let's say you pay $2.50 a click. We pay anywhere from $1.50 to $2.50 a click, really depending on the interest, depending on the time of year. So sometimes it's a lot cheaper, sometimes it's a lot more. But let's just go off with a base of $2.50 a click. So if you got 1,000 clicks from Facebook ads, you're looking at $2,500 in ad spend. Then you're going to see, and what we see, is 25% register for our free workshop. So that's around $10 cost per registrant. So we see anywhere from $5 to $10, and that's fine for us because the numbers work out. Okay, so we see 7% book a call to talk with us. So you're seeing around 17.5 booked calls, and your cost per call is $142.85. Okay, then we close 15 to 18% on the phone, depending on the Facebook interest, whether they like digital marketing, Frank Kern, Ryan Dice, whatever. So that equals 3 closes, okay? So 3 closes of $5,000, and sometimes we close a $10,000 deal or a $25,000 deal. But just for simple terms, we're going to say that we close 3 $5,000 deals. So 3 times $5,000 is $15,000 in revenue. Okay, so you did $2,500 in ad spend, $15,000 in closes. That's a 6 times return on your investment, and you're getting free leads essentially because you paid for all of your ad costs and you made money, and now you can funnel them into higher ticket stuff. You could do a workshop, whatever you're selling, but you guys can see how you make it work with high ticket and why high ticket is so much better than low ticket. Now, low ticket has its place. We still have low ticket funnels. Now, this is a low ticket funnel, and we obviously have some higher ticket packages in here. But what we're going to explain is exactly how to do high ticket and why you need to do high ticket. So let's go back to me live. Okay? So what we're doing is we're putting on a live training showing you how to do 6 figures in profits with high ticket sales, even if you don't like selling. Now, there's going to be a button under this video, and a lot of you are probably going to be asking, well, Mike, you're telling us to do high ticket sales and you're offering a training for a lot lower than that. And here's the reason. Most people can't afford us at $5,000 to $25,000. What I wanted to do though was show you the process exactly what we do, our ads, our ad copy, our workshop, how we sequence everything, our scripts, everything, so everybody could go out and implement it. I know if I give you a ton of value on this training, then you're going to be able to go out there, get results, and then ascend to our higher levels. I know if I go out there and I over-deliver on a training for you, you're going to be able to go out there and do a great job and get results, and you're not going to have problems with spending $5,000 to $25,000. So I priced it extremely low. There's going to be a button below this. You're going to click on it. You're going to go to a sales letter, and it's going to explain everything that you're going to get, okay? We go over our sales funnel. We go over our sales process. We go over our scheduler. We go over our follow-up emails. Everything you need to do to start making 6 figures in profits, okay? So there's a button below. Click the button below, and I'll see you on the training.